Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s. We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright guys, we are here with episode number 4 of the Northern Iowa Panthers Dynasty here on NCAA 14. We've got a week 4 matchup on the road against Texas State. They're 3-0. Northern Iowa is 2-0. Last playing in week 2, winning a 4-overtime classic against Florida Atlantic in their home opener. As you take a look at offensive yardage, we're like doubling their points per game, which is nice to see. We're looking to get win number 3 of the Mario Means era here today. Hello everyone and welcome to Bobcat Stadium in... Where's Texas State at? I don't remember. We've got a week 4 matchup between the 3-0 Texas State Bobcats and the 2-0 Northern Iowa Panthers. UNI is in year 1 under new head coach Mario Means. And they're also in year 1 of FBS football. They won their road game in week 1 against Wyoming and Laramie, and then they won 2 weeks ago at home in the UNI Dome in 4 overtimes against Florida Atlantic. And now they're on the road here taking on Texas State, in what I believe is the conference opener. I think this is our first Sun Belt game of the year. I don't even remember if we're in the Sun Belt. I think we are. First down, Jones will give to Chris Nuttall, who's got a yard. And so it'll be 2nd and 9, and oh boy, Texas State, one of those teams that's going no huddle. They give to Lowe. And Lowe's got a couple yards, but I'm thinking that'll be a face... Oh no, looking like a clipping is the call, actually. On tight end Ryan Carden. Set up 2nd and 20 from their own 16. I was going to say that looked like a clean tackle, so I don't know what you want to call. Alright, it is 2nd down and 20 from their own 16. There we go, San Marcos, home of Texas State University. That's where we're at today. And how did Carden get that completed? Tack on 15 more. That was a roughing the passer. Jay Nelson, the guilty party there. And now it's 1st down from their own 49. This defense has played... They played well for like 3 quarters in the first game against Wyoming. They didn't really play well last week at all, or 2 weeks ago at all. And it's important for them to get off to a nice start here today. Lowe will get 7 yards on 1st down, set up 2nd down and 3. They're into Northern Iowa territory now, down at the 44. Jones on the read option. He's got a 1st down. And there's 15 more. That one was a face mask. So not a great start for Northern Iowa here. DJ Gonzalez with the face mask. And now it's 1st down at the 25 of Northern Iowa. It would be really nice for this Panthers defense to buckle down and get a field goal try out of this. Chris Nuttall gets nothing, barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Jay Nelson making up for his roughing the passer a little bit. At least he's trying to, coming up to make the play at the line. Jones wants to pass on 2nd down, has Carden. Gain of 4 to set up 3rd down and 5. This Northern Iowa defense needs to get off the field here. 3rd down and 5 from the 20-yard line. Jones throws it away out of bounds, and this Northern Iowa defense will hold to a field goal try. That's a win if you're Northern Iowa, right? I mean, they drove right down the field, but instead Texas State will have to settle for 3. And the kick is just inside the uprights. We've got a studio update. Number 11 Clemson takes down number 25 NC State 35-21, sorry. Texas State strikes first here in our game. 5:05 to go first quarter. It's a 3-0 Bobcat lead. We'll see if UNI can change that on their first drive of the game. A nice return there for Jameel Alexander, gain of 42. And out comes this Northern Iowa offense led by impact player Tyvis Smith. Good starting field position for the Bobcats, or for Northern Iowa, sorry. They've got it at their own 40. Bailey they give to Smith. Smith broke 1 tackle and he's still brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Stephon Johnson coming up to make the play there. It's 2nd and 11. There's Bailey. He's set to throw for the first time today. Has a man. It's Damos. Dalton Damos, a gain of 18. First down, Northern Iowa's into Texas State territory. Aaron Bailey only has 1 touchdown through 2 games, but he's got no interceptions. So, I mean, you know what? That's good enough. If he's limiting the turnovers, that's fine. And now they're going the read option. Aaron Bailey with the spin move. He's got 19 more and a first down. The read option works very well that time, and Bailey's got him down to the 24 of Texas State. Nearly in the red zone here. And this Northern Iowa offense is no problem going right down the field. They'll give to Smith. Tyvis Smith only gets 1. It'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 23. The important thing is that you're in field goal range. You have to get points if nothing else. They'll give to Smith, and Smith is wrapped up in the backfield. This defensive line is beating their blocks. That time it was Kerry Berry. And now it's 3rd and 10. This run game's going to have to get going eventually for Northern Iowa to be successful, I think. But now it's 3rd and 10. They want the screen play. Smith shed 1 tackle. He's got 9. Not quite enough for the first down. And head coach Mario Means is getting a little bit risky with it. Rolling the dice, they only need 1. He's saying, let's go for it. Savon Hudgens has 4. First down, Northern Iowa. So they give to the backup tailback, and Savon Hudgens rewards his coaches, gets the first down. And this drive's still going. First down at the 10 now of Texas State. Otterstader in motion. Has a man in the end zone. Touchdown to Elias Nissen. An 11-yard strike from Aaron Bailey to Elias Nissen. And Northern Iowa is on the board. They take the lead. 2:31 to go in the first quarter. They went 58 yards in 8 plays in just over 2.5 minutes. Randall's extra point is good, and we've got a studio update here. Louisiana Monroe leading Massachusetts 7-0 in the first quarter. UO Monroe is looking for their first win this year. We'll see if they can hold on and do it. But 2.5 minutes after Texas State scored on their first drive, Northern Iowa went right down the field and took the lead. We'll see if this defense can get any kind of a stop. That'll be the real question. Mims the second with a 26-yard return out to the 25. And that is where this Texas State offense will set up shop. They went right down the field but stalled in the red zone and had to settle for 3. And there's Brandon Smith wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 2. Roland Cooper, the first man to get to him. It'll be 2nd and 12 here for Texas State. Jones trying to throw it away out of bounds, and now it's 3rd down and 12. Northern Iowa's got to get off the field right here. You got a chance to go 3 and out. It's 3rd down and 12. You've got to capitalize. We'll see what this Texas State offense has up their sleeves. It's caught by Kwame Bowen. Said he's going to be 4 yards shy of the first. So they give up 7 yards, but not the first down, and it's a 3 and out for this Northern Iowa defense. That'll put the ball right back in the hands of this dangerous offense. They already went right down the field and got a touchdown. You can bet they're looking to add on to it as Alexander with the 5-yard punt return. And Northern Iowa will set up shop at their own 34. Minute 32 to go, first quarter in a 7-3 ball game. Northern Iowa has a lead and they're looking to add on here. Smith with the spin move trying to get to the outside. He can't. Still a solid 5-yard rush for Tyvis Smith. 4 carries, only 4 yards. He's got to wake up a little bit as this game wears on, I think. Otherwise, it could be trouble. 2nd down and 5 for Northern Iowa. Bailey on the QB keeper. He's got 2 yards to set up 3rd down and 3. 2 carries, 21 yards for Aaron Bailey. Northern Iowa is 0 for 1 on 3rd downs today. They need 3 right here. As a man, it's Hawley. Jarvis Hawley with the gain of 12. Move those chains for the Northern Iowa Panthers. Got it down to the 41 now of Texas State. Bailey is 4 for 4, 50 yards and 1 touchdown through 1 quarter. First down there in Bobcat territory again. They want the screen to Smith. Only good for a gain of 2. That'll set up 2nd down and 8. And that should bring us to the end of this first quarter. Bailey is 5 for 5, 52 yards and a score. And we've played 1 quarter here in San Marcos, Texas. Northern Iowa leading the hometown Bobcats 7-3 after 1. And they're on the move into Texas State territory again when we come back. Second and 8 from the 45 of Texas State as we begin the second quarter of play. Bailey's got to eat that one. It's a loss of 3. Kerry Berry coming up to make his second tackle for loss. And now it's 3rd down and 11. 1 for 2 on 3rd downs today is this Northern Iowa offense. They need 11 right here or else. Bailey looking to take off. He's got 10 yards. He's going to be brought down just shy of the first. I don't think they're in field goal range, though. And they aren't in field goal range, so Coach Mario Means says, let's go for it again. 4th down and 1 from inside the 40. They'll give to Graham, the fullback. And Aaron Graham with a gain of 3 to move the chains. So they give it to the fullback, and he gets just enough for the first down, plus a couple extra yards. First down to the 35 of Texas State. Northern Iowa looking to take a 2-score lead here. Tyvis Smith with 8 yards there on first down, his longest run of the game. 5 carries, 12 yards. He still has yet to really break one. 99 total yards of offense for Northern Iowa. They've got a 2nd and 2 from the 27. Smith trying to get to the outside. He can't, but he's got 2 yards in the first. 6 carries, only 14 yards for Tyvis Smith. Yet somehow Northern Iowa is doing just fine without a huge day from their running back. And the man underneath it's Elias Nissen. Good for a gain of 2. 2 catches, 13 yards in the score for Nissen. They've got it 2nd down and 8. Ball's at the 23, I think. Otterstader in motion on 2nd down. Bailey trying to scramble around. Pressure got to him right away. Down he goes. It's a loss of 6. And now it is 3rd down and 13 from the 28. They're 1 for 3 on 3rd downs. Needing 13 right here. Go into the end zone. Got a man. It's Jarvis Hawley. 28 yards and a touchdown for Northern Iowa. And that was Sawyer Cole Morgan coming in relief, as I guess Barry was shaken up. Cole Morgan, he's 1 for 1, 28 yards and a score. 12 plays, 62-yard, 4-minute, 14 drive, and it ends in a touchdown from the backup quarterback to Jarvis Hawley on 3rd and 13. 4:23 to go first half. Northern Iowa up 14-3. We'll see if Texas State can answer here. At least try to get it to a 4-point game before the half. They got plenty of time, still have all 3 timeouts. I mean, we'll just see what this offense can do. They're down by 11. They're starting at their own 25. Jones wanting to run the read option. Trey Weisbecker coming up with someone else to meet him. Roland Cooper will get credit for the tackle. Trey Weisbecker was there too. It's 2nd and 11 from the 24 now. Under 4 minutes to go first half. Jones wants to pass. He's got Cooper. There's a flag down. It's going to be a face mask. I'm not sure I agree with that call, but they're going to call Antwain Madsen with a face mask. 15 free yards and a first down. Not really sure I agree with that call there, but what can you do? Ref says it was a face mask, so 15 yards it is. Gives Texas State a first down at the 42. White is in motion for the Bobcats on first down. They give to Lowe. He's met in the backfield. There's Antwain Madsen again. They're going to get Madsen on another face mask. Really? Alright. Back-to-back face mask by Antwain Madsen. And all of a sudden it's first down from the 47 of Northern Iowa. I mean, I guess that one was at least, I could see it. Doesn't necessarily mean I agree with it, but I could at least see the face mask call. Like, I can understand it. The first one, I didn't think there was anything there. Weisbecker going to have to bring the man down. Another flag. And they're going to get another face mask. Victor Galloway wasn't even in on the tackle. It was Trey Weisbecker. Weisbecker made the tackle, and you're going to call Galloway with the face mask. Seems legit. So, bogus penalty. It's a first down from the 20. Tyler Jones with a 7-yard rush. They're in the red zone, thanks in no part to bogus face mask penalties. Especially that last one, calling it on the guy who didn't even make the tackle. Jones looking to scramble again. He only got a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Texas State still going no huddle. Can this Northern Iowa defense get off the field? Jones hit in the backfield. Loss of 3. This Northern Iowa defense stands up. Tommy Butler brought the quarterback down. The read option going nowhere. And for the second time after reaching the red zone, Texas State's got to settle for a field goal. This one's little more than an extra point, and it is right down the middle. 2:20 to go first half. It's now an 8-point Northern Iowa lead. So the bogus face mask penalties lead to a field goal, but nothing else. And now there's 2 minutes, 20 seconds for Northern Iowa to try and score again before half. Alexander's got the outside across midfield. One man to beat, the spin move, and he's out of bounds after a 62-yard return. Great starting field position for Northern Iowa. They're at the 33 of Texas State after that 62-yard Jameel Alexander kickoff return. He went with the spin move to try and get the defender to overrun. Instead, he went out of bounds. Still a great return, great field position. Tyvis Smith having a hard time getting much of anything going right now. Mershad Dillon right there to make the tackle. Second and 10 from the 33 of Texas State. Bailey's back in now. They give to Smith. Tyvis Smith, nothing doing. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage again. This time by David Mims. And now it's 3rd down and 11 from the 33. 2 for 4 on 3rd downs. Zone it out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. That's Aaron Bailey's first incompletion today. I don't think they're in field goal range. And Coach Mario Means agrees with me. He doesn't think a field goal from the 33-yard line is not in his kicker's range. So they're going for it on 4th down and 11. There's a man there. It was just a poor throw. Yeah, this tight end, it just sailed home. That pass just sailed on Bailey. And so they do nothing with the great kickoff return. And I'm telling you, if you can't get the run game going, they're going to be in trouble. One broken tackle. They're going to get a face mask again. And that one I can at least semi-see, but still a ton of bogus penalties right now. I mean, it's like 6 penalties on Northern Iowa and only like 1 for Texas State. That's hardly fair officiating. And only like 2 of them have been like understandable. But they're in Northern Iowa territory again. Carden brought down by Madsen. Come on, let the players play, ref. They're going to get another face mask. I don't know what you want Madsen to do. This is baloney right now. This is a load of garbage to the extreme. They're gifting free yards to Texas State. Like, they got the field goal because of the free gifted yards. And they got a chance to do it again because of gifted yards. Fumble! Butler picks it up. I don't know who knocked it loose. Jones wasn't carrying the ball very well, and they're going to turn it over. He had it inside the 10. Wasn't carrying the ball carefully, and it just comes right out. Picked up by Butler. Has a man deep. It's Brown. Across the 35 down to the 37. They're going to get a roughing the passer, I guess. Tack on 15 more yards Murshad Dillon the guilty party, and now it's first down from the 49 of Texas State. 53 seconds left first half, still all 3 timeouts. And now he's trying to think, hey, maybe we can run it a little bit. Try to get the run game going a little bit. Don't need to just take shots deep. Still got 3 timeouts. They give to Smith. He got 6 yards, and you and I will call their first timeout right there. 2nd and 4 from the 43. Northern Iowa's on the move again, looking to try and score here before halftime. Throws on the slant, caught by Jarvis Hawley. Gain of 9, move those chains for Northern Iowa. They're going to hurry up to the line, try and run a play. Tyvis Smith up the middle, he's got a gain of 9. And Northern Iowa will burn their 2nd timeout now. They've got it to the 25. 2nd and 1 from the 25 of Texas State. 39 seconds left first half. Really wanting to scramble. Can't find anyone open. He's going to run inside the 20. Knocked out of bounds after a 4-yard rush. 6 carries, 26 yards for Aaron Bailey. First down to the 21. Almost in the red zone again, just before halftime. Definitely in field goal range, I think. Tyvis Smith, a gain of 4. They're going to hurry up to the line, I think. And try and get a play off. The pass right there, incomplete, intended for Elias Nissen. Bailey started really, really well. He's cooled down since then. 3rd down and 6 from the 17. 14 seconds left first half. Looking to the end zone. Down a man. It's Hawley, and he dropped it. Jarvis Hawley had the touchdown in his hands. And he dropped it. So out comes the field goal unit to try and score before half. The kick is up and it's good. We've got a studio update. Nebraska leading number 1 Ohio State in Columbus 14-7. Almost halftime there. Ohio State's 3-0, Nebraska's 2-0. Armstrong's 8 for 12, 77 yards and 2 scores. 6 seconds left in the first half, and Mario Means reaching into his bag of tricks. They're going to try an onside kick. That's maybe not so smart. It's picked up by Texas State. And they're going to have a Hail Mary attempt at it. That's what Northern Iowa wanted to try and do. They went for the onside kick to try and get one last deep throw. Hewing it to the end zone. Caught. Gain of 36, but he's brought down shy of the end zone. We're through one half in San Marcos, Texas. Northern Iowa 17, Texas State 6. We'll be back for the second half after this. So the first Sun Belt game of the year for Northern Iowa, and they've got an 11-point halftime lead. They get the ball to start the third quarter as well. Weisbecker to the outside. Trey Weisbecker, 47-yard return down to the 44-yard line. They give to Smith on first down. Smith trying to bounce off tackle. He's got a gain of 9. 12 carries, 41 yards for Tyvis Smith. They're still trying to get him going. They're still trying to establish a solid run game. 2 Second down, they're in Texas State territory again. They've reached opposing territory on every drive so far today. First down for Northern Iowa as that's carried out to the 41. Tyvis Smith, 13 carries, 47 yards. And I assume they're just going to keep handing him the ball. Trying to get to the outside. Tyvis Smith brought down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing going. Jared Jeter Gilman with his 4th tackle on that last play. It's second down and 10. They want to run the counter. Smith to the outside. Tyvis Smith, there we go. He finally busts a run deep. 31-yard run for Tyvis Smith. First and goal from the 10 for Northern Iowa. This is their 3rd red zone trip. They've got a touchdown and a field goal to show for their first 2. They give to Savon Huggins. And Savon Huggins with a gain of 3. He's got 2 carries for 7 yards, I believe. Yep, 2 carries, 7 yards for the backup tailback. One of them was on 4th down, and it was on their first touchdown drive. Huggins still in the game. They give to Savon Huggins, breaking tackles into the end zone. 7-yard touchdown run for Savon Huggins. And Northern Iowa has added to their lead with this first drive of the second half. Randall's kick is right down the middle. It's now 24-6. Studio update, Nebraska 24, Ohio State 10. 9:46 to go, 3rd quarter in Columbus. That would be quite the upset if it happened. We've got an 18-point Northern Iowa lead here. 4:58 to go, 3rd quarter. Texas State has had opportunities. They've had 1 fumble inside the 10. They've had 2 red zone trips result in field goals. And that's why they're down by 18. The red zone turnover and the other 2 red zone field goals instead of touchdowns. Even if they keep the fumble, say they had gotten touchdowns, they're only down 10 instead of 18. As it is, they need a ton of points in a hurry. We'll see if they can mount the second half comeback. Northern Iowa's defense has not been very good most of the year, particularly in the second half. And the 4th quarter especially. So if they can keep it within a 2-score game going into the 4th quarter, they've got to feel confident about their chances if they can just get a stop. And they've only done that once so far today. Low with a 6-yard carry. It's 2nd and 4. They're in the Northern Iowa territory again, down at the 47. Man in motion on 2nd and 4. Jones wanting to run the read option. Weisbecker comes up to meet him, but not before he gets down to the 35. First down, Texas State, and they're marching right down the field. They give to Lowe. Galloway coming up to make the play. Robert Lowe, 7 carries, 47 yards. It's 2nd and 1 from the 26 of Northern Iowa. They want a short little bubble screen. Japhus Gaines. Jones is 8 for 10, 79 yards. First down and 10 from the 23 in Northern Iowa. We'll see what this defensive coordinator and Mario Means are teaming up to come up with, although Means is really more of an offensive guru. They give to Nuttall. He's got a 10-yard gain. I'll tell you what, if I'm this defensive coordinator, I'm putting a QB spy on most plays. They give to Nuttall again. He's inside the 10, down to the 5, a gain of 7. Antoine Madsen with 6 tackles, 2 of them for loss. It's 1st and goal from the 7, I think. They pitch it out to Gaines, and he's got free running room into the end zone. Japhus Gaines with a 7-yard run. How about that? A wide receiver option. He's trying to get the crowd pumped up. I mean, they're down by 18. Trying to make it 11 now. And the extra point is good, so it's 24-13 now. But there's that Northern Iowa defense that has not been very good all year long. And they just let Texas State march right down the field. Didn't even have any penalty yardage that time. Alexander tripped up after only a 16-yard return. You take a look at their last 5 drives, they got a touchdown, a field goal, a turnover on downs, and 2 more touchdowns. Actually, I think it was 2 touchdowns, turnover on downs, field goal, touchdown, but you get the gist. This has been a very effective Northern Iowa offense. And this offensive coordinator and head coach, Mario Means, they've really done a good job with this offense as Smith is brought down in the backfield. Still trying to get Tyvis Smith going. 16 carries, only 77 yards. And you just keep waiting for him to consistently start getting 5-6 yards per carry, but it's not happening. Spun off of 1 tackle. It's still 3rd down and 12. And Smith is getting a little bit frustrated. You can see it in his face and his demeanor. 2 for 6 on 3rd downs. You really don't want to go 3 and out and give the ball back to Texas State. So this one's imperative to pick up. They got a man open, and Dalton Damos dropped it. They had a drop touchdown from Jarvis Hawley. That one would have kept the drive going, and they dropped it. Bailey has been on point today with his passes, with the exception of like 2 of them. The receivers need to help him out and catch the ball. And that's a terrible punt. A 9-yard return, that's a net of what? 10 yards? Why is this punter so terrible? Great starting field position for Texas State. They need to capitalize right here. Nuttall brought down in the backfield, nothing doing. Charles Blanks was not having any of it, and he makes a great time for us to call his name first. Great time for us to finally call his name. It's 2nd down and 13 now, under 2 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Jones wants to pass. Nuttall, nothing doing. Brought down right of the line of scrimmage. Excellent coverage. It's 3rd down and 13. And they're coming out in the zone as Northern Iowa. They got best. Meant to do man. Hit the wrong button. Didn't want to call a timeout though. Hope maybe we would get a sack. Doesn't matter. Nelson hit the quarterback late. 1st down from the 12. They had a real shot to get off the field, and they